You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. Go there if you got questions. And money. We charge you lots of money to answer your questions. And if you want lies and to make you have the feels, I know you millennials like the feels and baby boom women like the feels. That's why Oprah has $1 billion and I don't. If you like that, go talk to Oprah because I can't do either feels. But if you want truth and actually want to improve your life, come talk to me at AssholeConsulting.com. Dear Asshole Consulting, I've purchased your book, Bachelor Pad Economics. I'm really enjoying it. I also watch your YouTube videos. Thank you for providing such valuable advice. I'm a 28-year-old white male parasite currently living off of my dad and still going to school. I've had 10 different jobs in my life and I spent 6 years in school. I'm still an undergraduate with a 2.4 GPA faggot. And he mentioned faggot, so don't you gay people, it has nothing to do, he just means a weakling, which I'm inclined to agree. I'm taking classes in your STEM group, Computer Science at the University of Calgary. 2 years ago when I was walking home from a party, I was jumped by two gangster-dressed faggots. One was a black guy, one was a white guy. They severely beat me on the ground after one of them gave me a sucker punch from behind. I woke up in a bloody mess. They shattered my jaw, my nose, my ears, and other bones in my face and head, and gave me vertical and brain damage, which continues to this day. I brought this to police that they have done nothing. I know that if I were a minority, these guys would be in jail, or they wouldn't have attacked me at all. I don't know about that. I don't know about that either, because you're in Calgary, you know that place better than me. I had an amazing surgeon that patched me up and made me look brand new. My dad gives me cash to live on and go to school. I'm still extremely lucky. As for everything else, no one has done anything except give useless words. Every day I dream about getting revenge, not only on the guys that beat me up, but my society. There needs to be a change. If it were 100 years ago, I'm sure these guys would be hanging. My hatred has been building for a long time. I would say that I've begun cutting people out of my life, but they've been leaving instead, probably because I've been so unpleasant. No woman wants to get anywhere near me. I hate what I've become, and clearly my family and others do as well. My dad still supports me out of some kind of guilt, and I still take his cash like the scumbag I am, at least until I'm done with school. In your book, you explain that humans are the most important things in our lives. You also explain in your blog that humans are the most vile and disgusting things on the planet. This is a contradiction. Why would you want anything to do with them if you think they're vile and disgusting? Over these years, I've developed this seething hatred for humans, especially myself. I was wondering how I could deal with my life. I would appreciate your honest advice. Well, there's several things. I think if I did my math right, there's 3 things that's going on here. One, you are letting these guys, life is not fair or just, and obviously you know that, but you think, but still you adhere to some kind of like hope or justice, which you should. That's how society advances. And frankly, if I were you, and I ran into these guys, I beat the motherfucking shit out of them. I would take a baseball bat and just do things to them. And yeah, you might go to jail, but that's just kind of self-respect. That's justice. So that's the visceral justice. But unless you know these guys, or there's a way that you can find them, here's what's happening. They're ruining your life on top of it. They're probably causing you more damage now than what physical damage they caused you previously, because now you're so angry at them that it's starting to affect the rest of your life. Now, this has happened to me. And I don't mean to go into I had a bad upbringing or I had it tough in school, Bad shit happened to me, all right? And I lost friendships and all this other stuff because obviously it's very important to you. Obviously, probably the number one thing is you having to suffer this. That's kind of the thing that really is like, and you want to talk to people about it. You know what? Here's the sad truth of the reality. Nobody wants to hear about problems that they can't solve. They just don't. No matter how legitimate, no matter how real, no matter how legitimized you are and say like, God, this fucking, and it affects you, you can't let it ruin the rest of your life or interrupt other people. Because here's the problem. Most people feel very uncomfortable when you tell them their problems and they can't solve it. Like if there's a problem and somebody can solve it, like he's a gunsmith. Oh, I got a gun I need fixed. Okay, they can solve that. But when you present your problems to other people, like venting, like chicks do, and you don't expect it to be solved, like chicks do, you just want to vent, like chicks do, it puts people in a very uncomfortable position and they don't want to hang around you anymore. And now, because of that, legitimate or not, you are torpedoing, you are undermining your life by undermining the relationships with other people. So frankly, I would go talk to a therapist is who I would talk to. That's who you talk to it about. But sadly, most humans don't want to hear your problems. And it's not because they're evil or rude. They just can't solve them. And so I learned, actually at quite a young age, you have to look at it in terms of functionality, practicality, and realism. Has telling people your problems ever solved it or resulted in any kind of productive matter? It doesn't. All you do is scare people away. So what I would do is stop telling people about your problems unless it's a therapist. Go talk to a therapist. That's what they're there for. Otherwise, you're going to alienate everybody else. And unfortunately, the most important thing is other humans in life. So if you want to have future relationships with humans, you need to develop it. Now, this leads to your second very good and astute observation. I say, on one hand, humans are the most important thing in the world, and then I say humans are the most vile, disgusting things on the planet. And both are true. Because humans are conscious. They have decisions, they have choices. And it is because that you are human and I am human that we interact and we derive the most pleasure and happiness and joy from other humans, that they are the ones that can cause us the most amount of pain. For example, when I go hiking, I always carry a .40 caliber pistol with me. Why? Because there's mountain lions out there. Now, do I have a personal animosity with the mountain lion? No, the mountain lion wants to eat me, and that's why I carry a pistol. And one of these days I ought to do it because I went hiking foolishly on my own, but they got these hats that there's a drape behind it. It looks like a human face, like with eyes, so mountain lions, because they usually attack you from behind, and you don't have time to like grab and turn around and shoot. But the larger point is that it is nature of a mountain lion to attack you, to eat you. It's nothing personal, it just wants to eat you. A tornado hits your house, it's not like the tornado is sentient and has a personal animosity towards you. It's just a tornado, so you can let that go. But when you think about human life and interaction, what you really derive value and your sustenance and survival in life from, it's always other humans. You are not only dependent on other humans for your financial and economic and, food and survival and housing and all that, you're also dependent upon humans for your spiritual, emotional, and social survival. Romantic survival, dating women, marrying women, dating them, all that. That's why men love and hate women and women love and hate men, because it's the most, you're genetically programmed to have the most investment in that. And then they are the ones that totally betray you and treat you like shit, or simply rebuke you and turn you down. The larger point being is that it's both. You want to go and find humans that treat you well, treat you nice, and make you happy and whole. Typically in the form of a spouse or a wife or a girlfriend, or in lady's case, boyfriend, husband. Also in children. Those are your children, you love them, they love you. You will never have another experience like that. But at the same time, humans, because they're sentient, they're not programmed robots like the mountain lion or the tornado to just eat or wreak havoc. They also will capitalize and take advantage of humans if they can, as these thugs did. So what we're talking about is two different distinct groups of humans. There are good humans and there are bad humans. And there are gradations and variations and multi-axes and dimensions of types of humans as well in terms of quality, caliber, character, or morals. So that's the whole point and purpose of life, is to go and find good quality humans to make your life enjoyable. This is why, what few friends I have, I'm more than willing to drive out 2,000 miles on a motorcycle or fly out 3,000 miles on a plane to go visit, because I'm not going to be rewarded in terms of intellectual conversation or compatriotism and camaraderie that I have that. This is why I date the girlfriend I do, because she's not batshit insane. She's actually quite nice and loving and caring. You're not, and for one of her, there's 100 dipshit, pain in the ass, psychopathic bitches out there. I mean, and you could definitely become a misanthrope and write off all the other humans. But when you write off all humans as all misanthropes and you hate humanity, you throw out the baby with the bathwater. There are some good humans, and that's all that life is trying to find the good fucking humans so that you can befriend them, you can love them, you can cherish them, and you can be part of their culture or civilization or be part of their lives. That's what it is. And so you have come from a completely disadvantaged background where you obviously hate humans. And you know what? I'm a misanthrope too. But I leave a line out there for the good humans. This is where those MGTOWs come in. Not the real MGTOWs. I'm talking the virgin towels. The fake MGTOWs come in. The virgin towels get shot down once or twice or 3 times, or they don't even have the courage to approach a woman, and they hate women. They just hate. They are the epitome of genuine misogynists. And they just completely dismiss women as a group. Like, you have a vagina, fuck you, I hate you. I mean, true misogyny, if there ever was it. And then you gotta say, but what are you passing up? You might find a great girl, you might find and it doesn't have to be romance. You might find a really cool female chick. So we all got that, that cool female chick, like, oh yeah, she's fucking cool, yeah. One gal, won't mention her last name, Kim. Kim always showed, man, Kim was a cool gal. We loved having Kim around. Hey, fucking Kim, what's going on? And she was a bit more tomboyish than the others. What would life be without Kim? You know what? It'd be a lot more sucky. And then there is, of course, the romantic aspects. I mean, I've had some gals, not a lot, but some gals that was like, wow, you actually are a net positive benefit to my life. I didn't realize it at the time sometimes, but you're like, holy shit, this is really cool. You're a benefit to me. But you cannot write off all humans as evil scumbags. You can assume, quite safely I might add, most humans are scumbags. They're pathetic, worthless pieces of fucking shit. This is exactly where I agree with you. I can't wait. This is why I wrote a book called Enjoy the Decline, and I enjoy, to show you the dark aspect of old Clary, show you I'm on your side. I'm not just being biased. Like when that gal in Germany got raped and she was like working at the refugee camp and she was this socialist, youth socialist leader party. That was hilarious. I laughed my ass off. That was great. I love to see stupid, evil people get punished. It's awesome. It's great. I love being a misanthrope in that regard. But there are good people out there. And if you let your past ruin your future, you are not going to have anything on this planet. You'll have nothing, dude. You'll have nothing. So I would go live your life. Don't let what happened to you in the past ruin any more than what you got. You're doing quite well. Your parents are taking care of you, all this other stuff. You got to up your fucking GPA here, all right? Me personally, I try to hunt those fuckers down. That's what I would do. I'd be like, getting every bit, and the cops aren't going to do shit. And you know what's funny about cops? They're not that smart. They're really, I know some cops that are that smart, but they lack the incentive, and you can go and do a ton of research. Like, I actually have plenty of names of people that try to stalk me. I actually know where they live, who they are. Who's this guy? Speaking of which, it's a chick. Hot chick in a big truck. All right. I'd like to get in your cap. Is she waving at me? Or no, she's cursing. Maybe she'd give me the finger. I don't know. Anyway. Don't let these assholes ruin your life. I mean, if the opportunity comes up that you can find them, track them down, absolutely. This isn't legal. You could probably go to jail. You might even get killed in the process. But yeah, I wouldn't let that stand. I'd hunt these people down. But at the same time, I wouldn't let them ruin your life. Go out. Go do. Have fun. Enjoy life. Find a girl. Go salsa dance. Do something. Do something. Don't let these guys ruin your life. And don't let them ruin your relationships or your potential relationships with good future humans. Okay? Keep your jaded cynicism, though. That's true, because most humans are fucking worthless. Fucking worthless pieces of shit. They're not worth the time of day. I understand you on that. But again, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Keep a line out there for the good humans. Anyway, best of luck. Toodles.